church just for 1 minute up in there. Can we do that? Can I get a witness in the building somewhere?
All right, begin.
What's going on, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday morning. Listen, I'm here to address the Kirk Franklin issue. Now, guys, if you haven't been paying close attention, Kirk Franklin and his estranged son, Kerryon, is having some words. They're having some issues, and it's trickled out into social media. And listen, it's become a hot mess. So if you guys don't know, Kerryon took to his Instagram to talk about some of these issues. And before I start playing clips and things of that nature, I'm going to read to you all what Kerryon had to say in regards to his father. Alright, and so Kerryon said, "I'm finally out of a 14-year deep hole of chaos and confusion. This is the last picture I was allowed to take with my family, 2006. If my freedom, my light sparks your interest internally, think about the areas in your life. Could you handle things differently? Imagine being taken all across the world from 3rd grade to high school, then never again. If a couple of pages out of my reality made you feel some type of way, just remember that your children will grow up and gravitate toward you, or if provoked for too long, we can love you enough to leave you alone. If my dad continues to self-sabotage our progress as a family and ignores me for another 14 years and doesn't accept me, I'll still be fine. I am breaking the generational curse now. 14 years, not one dinner, not one cozy Sunday night together, not invited over for Christmas or any holiday. I'm sick of threatening words constantly behind closed doors. I have earned the space to speak how I please about my childhood. None of you walked in my shoes. I'm going to stay focused and keep busy with my clients and my creativity. I will grow from these experiences. Please do not crucify my father. I am not here to bash him across the board. I didn't even cuss in the recording. Why do people assume I did something to deserve verbal abuse? I just said what he said back to me. My father has been speaking very mean and manipulatively to me for 15 years now. My voice will be heard. I forgive him for the past pain. I'm learning every day on my own this thing called life. Send positive vibes. It's difficult to focus on my work under these conditions, yet and still I'm going to stay focused. My head is up. Hashtag Swank Media." Alright, so you heard what Kirk Franklin's son had to say in regards to their relationship or the lack thereof. And basically, Kirk Franklin was caught on audio actually going at his son. I mean, he said some disturbing words to his son. His son recorded a phone call between the two of them, and Kirk Franklin literally went off. I'm not going to play that here because it's that bad, but I will play Kirk Franklin's apology in regards to him going off on his son. Check this out.
Many of you know I have an older son named Kirk Franklin. In May, he'll be 33. For many years, we have had a toxic relationship with him as a family. We've tried for many years through counseling, through therapy, to try to rectify this private family matter. Recently, my son and I had an argument that he chose to record. I felt extremely disrespected in that conversation, and I lost my temper. And I said words that are not appropriate. And I am sincerely sorry to all of you. I sincerely apologize. I want you to know as a father that during that conversation, I called the family therapist and got that therapist on the phone to try to help. He never played that part of the recording. I'm not perfect. I'm human and I'm going to make mistakes and I'm trying to get it right. Please keep me and my family in your prayers.
Alright, so you heard Kirk Franklin. He basically apologized for getting caught. That's just how I feel. I feel that there has been conversations, just like his son alluded to in the Instagram post that I read you, where Kirk Franklin has used that type of language before. Now, if you guys want to hear the entire audio, you can go to my Instagram page at NCToughTV to hear what Kirk Franklin actually said to his son, if you hadn't already heard it. Now, like I said, Kirk Franklin went off on his son. It's like he grabbed his press-on nails, threw on a wig with the quickness, and let his son have it.
Not that to play with. I'm real crazy.
And so you have to ask yourself, why would his son record a conversation between the two of them? And the reason why I feel that his son recorded the conversation is because it's not the first time that Kirk has used that type of language towards his son. Now, in the clip that I told you all to go to my Instagram, listen, you don't even have to follow me. You know, if you want to listen to the clip, go to my Instagram and hear the full version for yourself. But you can hear Kirk just going at his son, saying all sorts of foul things. But his son didn't get foul back with Kirk until Kirk started using that derogatory language towards him. And when Kirk apologized, he just alluded to the fact that he felt disrespected. Now, there's levels of disrespect without using any type of foul language. Maybe he didn't like the way his son was calling him out, right? Maybe he felt disrespected because of the way his son was being firm, fair, and consistent about his gripe that he has with Kirk. And so imagine having this issue with your father for all these years, and you're trying to tell him how you feel, but because he don't like what you're saying, he goes back to that, I'm the parent, you're the child, don't you ever disrespect me, and then he hangs up on his son like a little girl after using foul language towards him. And so I feel that some of these parents need to put that parent pride to the side, right? You know, sometimes you just have to let your children talk and express their pain, as long as they're not making disparaging comments in regards to you or being disrespectful and using, you know, derogatory language towards you. Then let them express themselves, right? They're the ones that have a problem with their childhood, right? You know, think about that. It's not all about you. Think about how they felt all of these years. But anyway, Kirk Franklin's daughter had something to say in regards to this situation. She came out to defend her father. And so shout out to the Neighborhood Talk for catching all the drama. All right. If you are not following Kyle Anthony and the Neighborhood Talk, I suggest you do so. You know what I'm saying? They hot, they blazing right now. So anyway, let me play you this clip and then I'll be back.
I'll go to
She said, choose my words wisely. And then said that.
I'll go and that's all I gotta say. I don't know. I would like people to respect the fact that this is social media and that y'all only see what we allow you to see. And sadly, what was what's the career with song whatever today
exit 25 onto Roswell Road towards Sandy Springs.
I'll go to that's it. I mean, there's always another side to the story, and I'm sorry if somebody keeps on disrespecting me and spewing out falsely allegations that could ruin my reputation like that. I would them the hell out as well. Sorry. I've just learned from previous experiences, whether it's with him or anything like that. Family don't mean nothing. Like, you don't gotta be blood to be somebody's family. I can meet you for 2 months and you can be considered my family, then be somebody like my brother and not be my family. So I got, like, that's it.
Right.
And I just think that as a grown person over the age
6.4 miles, turn right onto
of 30, you just don't air out business. But I mean, if you want to air out, we can air out. Because you don't gaslight people and expect them to just be nice to you. And that's anybody, period. You don't gaslight people and then be mad when they respond. You're gonna get that response. I know this is exactly where we're at. You're gonna get that response. And so I know exactly where we're at. I'm dead. You're gonna get that response. No, but honestly though, it's all love. It's all good. People try to take you out of your character, you know? And you can't allow people, no matter who they are, to do that to you. But at the end of the day, you're not gonna let anybody just speak ill will and speak lies on you as well. And so that's why I'm saying something, because my thing is, you know, it's funny. I'm 23 years old and I'm saying something without saying something, if that makes sense. I'm not putting out pictures, videos, this and that, because what I gotta do that for? Because if you gotta do all that, that means you put all that out there because you trying to play victim. You trying to do all this and that. I ain't gotta do all that, because you can see the man sprung out. Man, kid.
Aha! Aha! Alright, so you heard what Kennedy Franklin had to say in regards to what's going on between her father and her brother. Now, basically, I think that Kennedy should stay out of it, but you know, that relationship between a father and their daughter, you know how that goes, so I don't blame her. But at the same time, I do question some of her logic. She alluded to the fact that you don't have to be blood to be considered family. I can know you 2 months and you can become family if I think that you're that cool. Like, I need more than 2 months, right? That may be fine for you, but I need more than 2 months to consider someone family. And number two, like, yeah, you may need to stay off social media if you're not used to it, because, you know, you're driving and you're parading around the city of Atlanta. Ooh, how would I know? Because of your GPS. I mean, Roswell Road, Sandy Springs, things of that nature. You know, that's the Atlanta area. And a lot of people are familiar with that area. So it's imperative, you being the daughter of a celebrity, that you cut your GPS off while you're on Instagram Live so people won't know your location. You got a lot of weird people out there, you know what I'm saying? And another thing, I understand that you're sticking up for your father, but note that, you know, no one forced Kirk Franklin to talk to his son in that manner. Kirk Franklin did that on his own, right? So if anybody's going to tarnish their legacy, right, it'll be Kirk for how he handled the situation, right? That's just my opinion, because he's the one that's supposed to be so saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost. You should govern yourself accordingly, right? You shouldn't put yourself in that situation. Now, baby girl wasn't done. She took to Instagram, and this is what she had to say further in regards to the situation. Alright, and she says, this wasn't the last pic we took, LOL. Now, she's alluding to the fact that when he posted, right, I read his post earlier when he said that the last picture that he took with the family was in 2006, and I showed you guys that pic. And then she says, I'm really tired of this. If you want to air things out, I can do that too. I still have the screenshots. We have the screenshots and recordings too. What was so bad about our childhood? Laughing out loud. You were a black privileged boy. You were legit fed with a silver spoon and given countless opportunities. You just didn't take them. So what now? You're mad because you're 33 and have nothing to show? Like, bro, what generational curse are you breaking? My blank. LOL. You couldn't even get into college if it wasn't for daddy's help, and you even took advantage of that and flunked out. You took advantage of everything your whole life and burnt bridges, and now you're mad because after all the lies and disrespect you have spewed, we're tired of being nice. You are sick in the head. If you want to post stuff like a real person, then be real and post the whole thing. You gaslight people and only want to show how they react. With the allegations you have been spewing, I would cuss out too. So if you want to be childish and pull stuff out, then be prepared when your siblings do it right back. You don't even consider us siblings because we have different mothers. LOL. That's what you legit said to me as an 18, and you told me that as an 18-year-old, and you told me that. Like you even your own mother because she didn't give you money. LOL. But you don't want to post those things. Sad. You continue to hurt people that really tried to help you. Alright, so you heard what Kennedy Franklin had to say in regards to the situation once again, and basically she's highlighting the fact that Kerrion is upset because he's not where he wants to be in life. you know, and that he has been given multiple chances, and you know, he has nothing to show for it being 33 years old. All right, so this is my thing about this whole situation, right? So what, Kerrion had everything that he needed when he was growing up as a child. The difference between Kerrion and the rest of his siblings is the fact that they had Kirk in the house. He didn't have Kirk in the house as a father figure, and that's what he's missing, right? Earlier on, I read to you all what Kerrion said in his post. He alluded to the fact that he hasn't had one visitation, right? He hasn't had one cozy Sunday night just chilling with his father. To me, that sounds like a 33-year-old man crying out for his father. He missed his father in the home. You can give a child money all day and take care of any expenses that they need, but if they don't have that father figure there, it affects most children. So it is what it is. So that's the difference. And I'm sorry, a lot of people are defending Kirk Franklin. I'm not here to defend him. He's supposed to be saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost. And yet you get caught like this, talking to your son in that manner, using that type of language. Come on, listen, I can understand rather, right? If his son used that language towards him, and if he did, I want to hear the recording. Then I would be like, okay, fair game. I understand where Kirk, you know, could have went off. But if his son didn't use that type of language towards him, I don't see why people are giving Kirk a pass for using that type of language towards his son. Kirk just got caught, right? He's been doing this for a while, and his son decided to put him on Front Street and let the world know the real Kirk behind closed doors. Listen, I'm telling y'all better stop putting your faith in these people who claim to be holier than thou. So what, you like Kirk's music, right? He's nothing more and nothing less than a hype man to me, like Flavor Flav. All I hear is, come on, hey! You know, well, I guess that's what a choir director does, but hey, it is what it is. But I'm saying, look at TD Jakes, right? During this tumultuous time that our people are faced with in the world today, right? You haven't heard him, you know, feed anybody. He hasn't provided any shelter. But the one thing that he made sure to do was to find a way for people to still pay their tithes during a time like this, where people are scraping and striving just to get by. You know what I'm saying? So you better watch out for these people. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's how I feel about the Kirk Franklin situation. Drop down in the comments and let me know what you feel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll get with you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.